Alrighty, here we are. Friday morning. Yay. So today is the second Friday of having to get Walt to dialysis. I didn't even try an alarm clock today. I figured we did okay last week without the one working that we thought would work, and it didn't, so we'll try it without one. I may yet use another one. Sarah brought me one to try, and I just didn't. I just forgot and just didn't want to mess with it after I went to bed. So, yeah, we'll try that. Sorry, gotta adjust my air conditioning stuff here. So, like last week, I'll get him dropped off and then I'll do my errands. Today I'm throwing another errand in there. The Greek Festival starts today, and I'm gonna go down there and try to get some things for Sarah. I do have a backup plan, or she has a backup plan if it seems not undoable for me, which I really don't know why it would be, but you never know. We'll figure something out. I mentioned the Greek Festival to Walt yesterday. That might have been a bad idea, because now he has it in his head that he needs to have gyro for dinner. And while I am kind of starting to come around to just letting him eat what he wants, I kind of think that's a big jump. I've done okay with getting him to get his fruits and vegetables, but I don't know. It seems like a lot of salt and carbs on a gyro sandwich. Anyway, he's not the type that's going to be okay with just having it without the pita bread. I wouldn't either, to be honest. Well, yeah, I would. But anyway, because I've done it. That actually sounds pretty good. I think I've done this before. Buy 2 gyro sandwiches and discard the pita and put all the insides, the lettuce, tomato, onions, tzatziki sauce, and the meat, and put it on a salad. Throw in some olives and feta cheese, and maybe even have a little side with some hummus. Ooh, buddy. And that does sound good, doesn't it? Anyway, I'm also trying to be conscientious of everything I shove in my pie hole. Yesterday wasn't my best day, but that's all right. I'm above ground and out of jail. That's our motto today. Above ground and out of jail. Still no word on MUSC. I'll just keep waiting, I guess. What else? Anything else? Scratch offs, recycling. Oh. Outside of a side trip to the Greek Festival, I think it's just another Friday. All right, kids. El Padre is at dialysis, and that means it's errand time. Only sporadic little tiny sprinkles of rain so far, thankfully. So I don't feel like, well, it's clearly coming. There's clearly more rain coming, but not yet. So it is 10:03, and I don't think the Greek Festival opens until 11. So I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of errands in reverse order. I forgot I wanted to go to the chiropractor, so I'm going to go there first and get that out of the way. So, excuse me. I did, on yesterday's workout, 2 separate 3,000 meter rows with a 3,000 meter ski in between. Now, my first row I started slowing down. I was kind of struggling. I got done and just kind of was giving it a minute. Took a drink. Wanted to see if I kind of got feeling a little better, and I didn't. So I thought, well, just to be on the safe side, let's go check the blood sugar. And by the time I got my scanner, I knew that's what it was. And I scanned, and it said 88. It should be 100 for if you're going to exercise. But I didn't think that 88 felt like an 88. Now, you've probably seen the ads for these CGMs, continuous glucose monitor, and I use the Freestyle Libre. And you probably hear them in those advertisements say, no more finger sticks. Well, that's kind of bullshit, because it's not the same. A finger stick is blood, and that sensor is not blood. It's interstitial fluid. And the interstitial fluid, yes, the blood glucose fluctuates in there just like it does in your blood, but it lags. So what your actual blood reading is will be more accurate, but it'll also be ahead of what your scan is. So if you're going down, your blood's going to be more, your blood's going to be lower. If it's going up, your blood's going to be higher. So when I scanned and got an 88, I knew I was going down. I thought, nope, let's just be on the safe side and do a blood. And it was 66, which is significantly lower. I mean, it doesn't sound like a big difference, but it's, 25% actually. So workout interrupted. As much as I don't like to have my workout interrupted by anything, if I can avoid it, I can't keep going if my blood sugar's that low. I mean, even if it was only 88, I wouldn't have been able to get 6,000 more meters, especially on the ski, because that ski is tough. So I don't know how I got started on that story, but I feel like I need a little more of a session today than I did yesterday, because yesterday's sessions just weren't great. Yes, I ended up getting 9,000 meters, but it was interrupted and it was slow. My times on those 3,000 meters was embarrassingly low. I just couldn't help it. I gave it all I had, but all I had was not very much. But I got it done. So some days are better than others. Today, I don't know what I'm going to do. Today might be one of those days where I don't get any meters. I just get my time on the elliptical. I'd love to be able to get my legs done today, but I generally don't do a whole lot of weight training, or don't usually do weight training on days that I work. There are so many factors that can influence the efficacy and that might not even be the right way to word that. You'll just tire out. You won't have the energy to get your best workout for multitude of reasons. You may not be well hydrated. You may not be well fed. You may not be well rested. You may not be in the right mental frame of mind, blah, blah, blah. I know for me personally, when I am not well rested, I really struggle. So on a day where I maybe got between 4 and 5 hours sleep the night before, if I'm trying to do weights, it's just not going to be as productive as I would like. And there's days where I do go ahead and try to do some weight training, but it's never as enjoyable as it should be, because I do really enjoy it. So anyway, all that to say, I'm really not 100% what I'm going to do for my exercise today. But as the previous 3,225 days have shown, I will get it done at some point today. Now, will I get a double today? Probably not. I didn't get a double yesterday. just because it took me a while to get to exercising at all, because of going to Spartanburg for the doctor, and did not exactly hurry home, which kind of slowed things down a little bit for me. But anyway, you got to do what you got to do. So anyway, here I am at the chiropractor. Gonna go in there and get all cracked up, and then I'll probably join you a little more later. So before I got sidetracked and distracted, I remembered the reason why I started telling you about my row yesterday. My form started breaking down, which always happens in any exercise you're doing when you start fatiguing for whatever reason, whether it's low blood sugar or you're just running out of gas. Your form can start to break down. Happens to runners a lot. That's where they end up with knee injuries or hip injuries. So for me, as my blood sugar started to drop yesterday, my form started to go to shit, and I did a number on my back. I could feel it when I was getting ready for bed last night. I was like, damn, I really did a number on my back. So that was part of the reason I absolutely had to make sure I got to the chiropractor today. So we have been there, we have done that, and we are on to the next step, which is getting some scratch-offs. All right, kids, we are done at the grocery store. Mission accomplished at the Greek Festival. Not as easy as I thought it might be, but nonetheless, it was doable. If you're going to the Greek Festival, maybe you should already be there. Because mere moments after they opened at 11, I couldn't get a parking place. And I circled around because traffic was already all wonky because of it. I circled around to go to the handicap parking thinking, yep, that's what we're going to have to do today. And that parking lot was full. So, yeah, Greek Festival's, I think that what's really going on is people know that we're going to have rain the rest of the weekend, and they're getting their fix now while they can. That's just me speculating. But I got Sarah her cookies, and that's all I needed. Oh, shoot. Why would you do that? Some people don't use their brains that much. Boy, Zaxby sounds good. I'm starving. Worst thing in the world to go to the grocery store when you're hungry. I managed to get out of there relatively unscathed. Only got a couple of things that I really wasn't planning on getting, but nothing bad. Nothing bad. But I didn't get any meat. I think I need to make sure I got everything thawed and used out of my freezer before I go buying more meat right now. But I got my Coke Zero, and I didn't get pretzels. Real tempting when I have a Coke Zero to get pretzels. But, so, I normally just buy my scratch-offs, tuck them away, take them home, and when I get a chance to sit down and watch TV or whatever, I'll scratch while I'm doing them. But today I thought, well, so I cashed in, let me do the math for you. I cashed in $85 worth of winners, and I got 10 $5 tickets. So that leaves me with $35. I added a 5 to it and got 2 $20 tickets. So I thought, just for the hell of it, let's do the $10 one or $20 ones here and now. And if I get a $100 winner, I'll go back in and cash it in. 100 or more. I was hoping for more, but I hit 100. So I thought, hey, you know what? I'm going to just hold on to that. But nonetheless, it made me happy. Won $100. Only spent, what did I say? Cashed in 85 and put 5 more with it. So, yeah. The reason I thought maybe I should just go ahead and hold on to that is next week I'll be due for more Powerball and Mega Millions. I like to buy those several weeks at a time. And next Friday it'll be time to buy more. So I thought I'll use that next Friday and get $100 worth for however many weeks that'll go. So we're done with that. We left there and we went to the Greek recycling. We left there and went to the Greek festival. And then grocery store, and now we're heading home. It is 12 minutes to 1. I'll need to leave to get Walt in about an hour. So I probably won't do anything when I get home, but get my laundry, which is my sheets and pillowcases, and put it on the bed. So I get up early on Fridays, probably about 10 minutes earlier than I really need to, 10 or 15 minutes. And that's so I can strip my bed and wash it. When I start the washing machine when I leave the house, and then when I get home from work, I put it in the dryer. And then when it's done, I make my bed. I can't tell you the pleasure I get from making my bed on Fridays, because I know what it means. It means later that night, I'll be getting my warm, fuzzy, naked little body into freshly washed sheets. I use those Downy Unstoppable scent bead things to do the lavender / relax scent, and it's so inviting to get into bed when it's that way. And of course, having gotten up at 3:15, I am ready for bed. And yeah, so that's part of my enjoyment on Friday evenings, is knowing that I'm going to be getting into a fresh, clean bed. Yeah, so every night I shower before I go to bed, so my sheets stay nice and clean. Except Thursday nights I go to bed without showering, because I'm getting up Friday morning to shower and go to work. So Friday mornings or Thursday nights I go to bed without a shower, and I'm okay with that. Sorry, that's kind of loud and not music. So yeah, that's me. That's my routine, and I'm good with it. So what else? Anything else to talk about today? No. Oh, I did swing by. Excuse me. I don't know why it occurred to me that maybe the homeowner's insurance would somehow change since the house is now paid off. And I was going to be going right by the insurance agent that handles the home and auto for us. And just the sweetest lady in the world. Just an old grandma looking kind of lady working there. And she was so nice and sweet. Just kind of felt like you could probably just sit there and talk forever. And we did. We talked for a long time. But so she went in, and on the computer, that's my computer sound. She said, it probably is not going to change anything as far as your deductible, about your not deductible, premiums and all that. And I said, that's fine. She said, but it helps us with blah, blah, blah. I don't know. I'm just giving you a heads up, lady, that we don't have a mortgage anymore. So she changed it, and it did not change the premiums, which is kind of weird to me. I'm not really sure why I thought it would change the premium, but it did. So got that done. Of course, like I said, we talked and had a nice conversation. And yeah, I don't know why. Like I said, I don't know why I thought it would make it cheaper. But the more I think about it, it makes sense that it wouldn't change the price of the insurance. So I really don't know why they need to know that. But there, I guess, some sort of mortgage clause or whatever on their on the policy that they didn't need to have on there anymore. So we're done. We're good. I'm glad I stopped in, not only to get it taken care of, but to also have a nice conversation with a nice lady. It is not the insurance agent that my father used to deal with. It's the same company, it's Allstate. But for some reason, he used to go way up, like out of the way and kind of far to this, I can't even think of the man's name now. Like I said, it was Allstate, but Jim something. Anyway, that gentleman has passed away, and his wife took over, and I had dealt with her before going in there. But then she got out. She sold it and I guess didn't want to keep doing it or whatever. So anyway, and this is years ago. This is, I don't know, 5 or more years ago. And I realized there was a much nicer, closer, convenient location, still Allstate, that I just, for some reason, ended up there instead of anywhere else. But they've always been very helpful. And so I was glad to swing in there today and get that taken care of. Being a homeowner for the first time without really planning on it, I'm learning all this kind of stuff that I didn't know, and some of it I didn't know I needed to know. But yeah, so anyway, I just saw a critter go underneath my shed, and I don't know, not exactly sure what. There goes another one. Damn, what is that? I got critters. Oh, it's a damn bunny. I got baby bunnies under my shed. Oh, he just went under the tree. I don't know if you saw that or not. There's another one, I think, right there. Now that's not a bunny. What is that? A squirrel? Chipmunk? Can you see that? Yeah, I don't want that up under my shed. Anyway, time to get the BB gun.